The old saying goes something like this: the best laid plans go awry. Well, the motoring TV plan was to go to Mosport Racetrack for the 2-minute test drives. The cars, the Tesla S and the Dodge Challenger. Well, there's another saying: stuff happens, and it did. So we find ourselves in Graeme Fletcher's hood at Woodbine Racetrack. The cars are here, and so is...
I'm Russ Bond, that's Gary Clute from Legendary Motor Cars, and he's brought some electric something or other with him. I have the Dodge Challenger, and I'm about to teach him a lesson, and this is not the 2-minute test drive. What we're doing here is we're going to show a little bit, we hope, about the Tesla S being a true sports sedan, even though it's an electric car. Normally when you and I think about electric cars, we think about these little small things that run around downtown. That's why we have the Challenger here, because we all know a Challenger's fast, so we're going to see what happens between them. The reason why Gary's here for a couple things. First is we know he can drive, and secondly, we know he knows cars. He's in the collector car industry. So what we want to know from Gary is, where's that Tesla going to be in 20 years? Is it going to be in the junkyard, or is it going to be at Barrett-Jackson?
I know Russ from the racing world. It's a small world. I race go-karts. He used to race go-karts. He races cars. I now race cars. It's a small world.
Legendary Motor Car started out of a small single-car garage in 1985.
Legendary Motor Car, we're in our 3rd season of filming right now, and buy, sell, collect, and race sports and muscle cars. And the Tesla is double the money. I'm expecting more out of it, but we're just going to see how much more. The formula to make a collector car is production numbers, the look, and just basic desirability. It's tough to say right now. It's got the look. Production numbers are high, so that's an inverse effect, but we're going to have to see.
The sweet spot today is we're going to put Gary in one car, I'm going to go in the other car, and what we're going to do is sort of do what we call a roll-off, not a drag race. We don't have any racing on motoring. And so what we're going to do is we're going to roll off together, and we're going to see against a known entity in the Challenger how fast the Tesla is, plain and simple.
I'd say the Challenger probably has the most to lose, because it's an electric car. No one wants to lose to an electric car.
A little bit embarrassed. I just got my ass kicked by something with no pistons, no fuel, no noise. But it was twice the price of my car. So by then, I still won.
Car was fast, pulled like a freight train, and I couldn't hear anything.
Did it surprise you?
Yeah, I mean, it put me right in my seat, and the car stopped on a dime. It turned well, like a $100,000 car should, though.
Would you own one if you could afford one?
100%. Pay nothing for gas. I wouldn't embark on a road trip with it, but I drive it around 98% of the time. The Tesla will be a collector's car like a base 60s Mustang will. The production numbers are just too high for the value to be astronomical. It's going to be the car that showed everyone that electric cars are cool, though.
This wasn't about a race today. What we want to do today, and I think what we want to do is show, like Gary said, that electric cars are cool. That one is. Because what it has the performance. We thought of diesels 10 years ago. Remember, it was smoky, noisy, slow. Now they win Le Mans, right? So electric cars are going to be that way. Now they've made one that has some performance to it. And that's why it's $117,000.
So the Tesla is fast and is expensive and don't take a long road trip. But you know, with the exception of the Chevy Volt, which I consider the most practical electric car out there, it's been the same problem for over 100 years with electric vehicles. Having said that, this is one piece of work. And along with the performance, it really is an iPad on wheels. There is so much cool stuff in this car, we would never have enough time on this program to cover it. Now, if you're thinking of buying an electrical car because it's 100% green, well, maybe you should check out how how and where the raw materials come from to produce those batteries. And let's not forget, the car may be green, but there's a lot of energy used to power up that electrical grid that you'll be plugging into for the life of this car. I'm just saying.